Most ads get ignored, not just because the messaging is bad, but because the visuals are not stimulating. They're boring, and it looks like someone's nephew designed them. So what we're going to do is fix that. I'm going to show you some really cool tools that are going to make it super simple to create very engaging visuals that you can use on your social media accounts, you can use on paid ads that are guaranteed to help you stop the scroll and get results. Now, you've all seen some bad stuff, right? You've seen the awkward stock photos, the cringy posings, the generic text that are just slapped on with no emotion. We don't want that. It's not going to work in 2025. It's very competitive. There's a lot of things going on. So I'm going to show you how to use some of these different tools. You can use it without having to hire a designer or knowing Photoshop. Now, the first part is the image is your first impression. So this is where you're going to really help the person identify, is this service for me? Before they even read your offer, they're going to see your image. We process so much more from a visual standpoint than we do when we're just reading words. So a good image should make the person say, okay, this looks real. This feels like me. And this clinic understands me. If you don't have those components, people are just going to continue to scroll. And you only have really pretty much a second, right? Some people say 5 seconds. You get 5 seconds maybe in the video, but it's really like 3 seconds. It's like the first frame is going to tell somebody whether or not they're going to stick around or if they're just going to keep moving. So one of the tools that I recommend most is called Ideogram. It's not free, but it is very fast. Let me take out that part. But you can use it for free. I think you can get started for free. And what you can do is you can either use something like ChatGPT to come up with prompts, or you can just kind of play around and type up some prompts. And then, as always, inside of my community, if you just go into the classroom, go into the ad vault, there's going to be tons of prompts for you to decide how to talk to these things. But for instance, one cool thing that you could do, so say I see an ad that I really like that I pulled from the ad library. I'm like, oh, this kind of looks cool, but I want to use it for myself. What I could do, I can screenshot it and make my own version of it. So I'd screenshot this. I come into something like Ideogram. I could paste it here, and then I hit remix. And what it's going to do is it's going to analyze the image. It's going to create some words that describe the image. And then I obviously don't want it to say exactly the same thing. So let me see. A marketing advertisement for a fat loss injection service. The image has a split design with a purple gradient background on the left side and a white background on the right. On the left side, there's large white text that says fat loss injection at the top, followed by a black arrow shaped price banner containing $2.99. So say my price is $1.99. And for the first month in white text. Below this is white text, top rated in fat loss clinic in Florida. So maybe I say fat loss clinic in Texas. And then a circular gold badge. We're top rated. The right side of the image shows a side profile photograph of a person wearing a white sports bra and white underwear, and with the arms up and blonde hair visible. The person's physique is toned and athletic. The overall image has a clean, professional aesthetic with sharp contrast between the purple and white sections. And what I would say is I like to add arrows on people. All right, let's see. So she has a white sports bra and white bikini bottom and white arrows around her waist, stimulating weight loss. All right, so let's see what happens. So it's going to come up with a prompt, then it's going to remix it, exactly what it says. And let's see what it comes up with. We're doing this live, so I have no idea what to expect. Could be great, could be terrible. So let's look up, and then it's going to give us 4 options. So Sculpt and Slim Fat Loss Injection, $1.99 for the first month. Top rated fat loss clinic in Texas. All right, another one. Fat loss injection, top rated fat loss clinic in Texas. All right, and sometimes it will mess up, as you can see right here. It said $19 and $129, numbers all over the place, but it should be like $1.99 for the first month. Top rated fat loss clinic in Texas. All right, so sometimes there'll be a little bit more AI than others. This one looks kind of real. So you could take these, I just right click, save image as, and then I have that as an image to use as a template. Right, so it's super simple, right? You see how quick that was? So another tool that I like to use that can actually use Ideogram as well is you can type in abacus.ai. What this allows you to do is it allows you to gain access to pretty much almost all of the AI different platforms that do visual things, including ChatGPT and Anthropic and stuff like that. So for instance, say I had the prompt in here, right? I could just pull this prompt. I can come in here. I can look for Ideogram if I wanted to. So Ideogram 3.0 is right there. Or if I wanted to use a different platform like Imagen 4, which is really good, and then I could say, okay, give me 2 images or 4 images, and then you hit generate, and then give a little bit of time. And it's going to also come up with some images as well. So what I like to do is whenever I'm like remixing stuff, I'll do a couple in ideogram, I'll do a couple in here, and then I have like 6 to 8 different options. And then I try to get to a point where I have at least 5 to 10 images before I launch a campaign. So let's see what it comes up with. All right, so let's see what happened. So this was one, okay. Has a little interesting stuff with the nines. All right, but it's still pretty clean. All right, so now you can see like the difference between the ones that this one makes versus the ideogram. They're very similar. They're both good platforms. I wouldn't like get caught up trying to use both. Just pick one. They're both amazing, but it all starts with doing your research, trying to find things you like, and then remixing it. So you don't really have to like spend too much time like that. That's how quick you can do it. Now, if say you didn't have an image, you can just go in there and you could describe anything. So you could describe a wolf in the wilderness, but I'm not going to do that. It's just a waste of time. So the basic process is find something that you already like, import it into ideogram, start remixing it, make it custom to you. And then you can also use ChatGPT to help you brainstorm visuals. So say you have an offer, what I oftentimes do is I'll go into something like ChatGPT and I'll say, act as a professional marketer, come up with 5 image ideas for a medical weight loss offer. And then it'll come up with some ideas for me relatively quickly. So it's going to say, here's 5 different offers. Okay, so I'm going to say before and after contrast split. So we have a vertical split screen with a real user generated content style before and after transformation, use natural lighting and different outfits, overlay and soft results. Real patients, real results, medically supervised. Why it works. Visual proof is still the #1 scroll stopper in the weight loss niche, especially when the photos look raw and unedited. Okay, then another one. So now you have all these different options. You could just come and take these and you could throw them into ideogram or the Abacus AI thing in Imagen 4, and you're good to go, right? So you can do that as well. All right, so in closing, it's really not that hard to create very compelling ads. You just have to see what's out there and then go and make your own. Now, this is only for creating images. There are tools for creating videos. Yes, AI is getting really good at that. There's things like Google VO3 and also other stuff. And I will talk about that in upcoming videos. But for now, I will always recommend starting off with images. If you can make an image convert, it is super quick. It's much quicker than trying to get a video to convert. But if you can get the videos to convert, typically the videos converting at a high level will always be images just because you're able to express more personalities. That's what I've noticed with my business for sure. So go out there, find something to imitate, emulate, remix, and then go out there and dominate. All right. And if you need any tools, make sure you join the community. If you're not in there already, we already have the vault there for you. We designed the stuff to make it super simple so that way you can get launching ads quickly. All right. Take care.